Vanessa?
I'm great. I just got off the water with my rowing pal Bryce, and it just couldn't be a more beautiful way to start the morning.
Okay, Vanessa, say your name and what you do at SERC.
I'm Vanessa Marlin. I've been a member since 2009, and I am your current rowing commissioner. Yeah.
Okay, tell us more about rowing, Vanessa.
Well, I think the most rewarding part of this job is working with new people. I think most people have noticed that compared to swimming, for instance, the rowing program's pretty small. But that's because rowing on the bay is really hard. It takes a long time to really master. You know, not only do you have to learn to row, which takes years to become proficient, you know, you have to navigate obstacles, you have to consider conditions like wind and current, navigate vessel traffic. It's just, it's a lot. And when I see a new person come and I see how excited they are, it makes me excited too. It makes me remember how it felt to be new. And when they stick with it and they become confident out there and they start rowing fast and really like getting the full experience, it's just so rewarding. So to me, the new people, the ones who really stick with it, they're the ones who inspire me in this job every day. We have a new development that I wanted to mention. We bought a quad, a coastal quad. A coastal is the fastest growing class of rowboats, and a quad allows for 4 people to scull with a coxswain steering. And so it's just going to provide a brand new opportunity for new rowers to row together, you know, with a coxswain steering, so they can really focus on rowing together and enjoying just the whole experience. So that boat arrives hopefully within a few weeks.
Wow,
and
how exciting.
Yeah, it'll be just a new chapter for us, because the coastals, they're light, they're fast, and there's regattas all over the world, so we can train here and travel to places like Spain and Italy and Japan, even Jamaica, to go to rent these boats and race. So it's an exciting time to be a rower here.
That's great. So how can you rower be involved? How can they get involved?
Well, it depends on how much rowing experience somebody has. If they have little to no rowing experience, I suggest just starting with a clinic. We're holding them monthly now. And that just kind of gives you a broad overview of what rowing is like here, and you know, allows people to meet other rowers and to ask questions. We also have a pretty active rowers WhatsApp group, so joining that group is a good start. But if somebody doesn't know how to row and they really want to get serious about it, I suggest taking lessons from somebody like Diane Davis or going over to Open Ocean. But if somebody does have rowing experience, like in college, for instance, you know, we have a tradition of mentor-mentee relationships to really build people up. And, you know, some of my best friends are my mentors. And now that I'm a mentor, I just, it's something that I feel like is important to pass on to the next group of rowers. So, yeah, I think if you want to row and you really just reach out, make friends, get phone numbers, be open to rowing in a variety of boats with a variety of people, and then pretty soon you'll find your way. So yeah, like I just you know, when I first joined almost 15 years ago, I rowed in college, and I never thought I would be in a shell, because I rowed in sweep boats and 8s and 4s. But you know, I've had so many mentors take me under their wing and show me. Like Bryce, for instance, we talked a long time today about what the current's doing. It's just, you know, it's just being open to learning about this really broad subject of rowing. It's there's really nothing like it. And when you are out there and you see a big rainbow appear over the Golden Gate Bridge, and you're out there with just your rowing buddy, it's just, you know, you might see a porpoise, you know, appear. It's just, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's amazing out there. But Vanessa, give us some of the name of the amazing rower at SERC that inspired you before.
Oh my gosh, there's that's a slippery slope because there are so many. We have so many great rowers, and people are great in different ways too. Like Bryce and Nancy, they take, you know, they're my shell mentors. You know, so really I just go out with them and try to keep up. But Jessica Gamble has played a big role in my development here. You know, I row in the barge, and she has coxed the barge. Never in a million years did I think I would ever cox the barge, but now I'm doing it, and it's just because of her. She's just given me a lot of courage to try new things. And even the new people, like, you know, I'm inspired, you know, by new people when they show up and you know, have this refreshing excitement. It's just it keeps me going too. It makes me want to show up and row with them. So
okay, what are some of the big events like Norm Peterson? So what are some of the big events for the year?
Well, we have a handful of regattas every year. They're all great. So the Norm Peterson Regatta, of course, is our first regatta of the year. And that's held in honor of legendary Norm Peterson, who was a rower here. He actually, he was a drywall contractor, and he helped build the first women's locker room. So he's just, I mean, I had the honor of meeting him when I first joined, and he's just a warm, wonderful person. And so it's really nice to keep his memory alive with this regatta. We have the Wooden Boat Classic, which was started by Patrick Allen and Will Newby. That's just a fun, just imagine like sea shanties and just pirate fun. That's the Wooden Boat Classic. And then the Bridge to Bridge Regatta is something that happens in the fall. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of how old it is. I think that regatta is older than me. It's definitely, it started in the 70s. And it's been going on for a really long time. So that's a really fun one. And people get really competitive at that regatta. And of course, I mean, our triathlon, it's, that's the most important event of the year. And what's exciting this year is that we have, you know, really good swimmers like Melissa Blaustein and Connie Buell and others who really want to get into rowing so that they can be what we call triple threats and do all three sports, the row, swim, and run. And so it's exciting to be mentoring them to participate in that.
Okay, any final words, Vanessa?
Just, you know, my final words are this, like, this place is so special. I consider South Enders my family, and there's really nothing like it. When I show up and I'm surrounded by all these people I love, it's just makes me feel so grateful to have found this place. And so anyway, we're all very lucky.
Happy 150!
Happy 150! Woohoo!
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you.